I'm going to get dragged from here to Black Twitter for this, and I know, and I'm aware, and I don't care. Endgame was not that good of a movie. I heard some people call Lizzo a female rapper. I don't have anything against Lizzo, but like, no. Like, no, because no. Lizzo's just not a rapper. The actual movie was mediocre, and the fact that y'all are allowing it to pass as a great movie is ghetto. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I didn't write the movie. Don't be mad at me.
I know you wanna, girl, I know you wanna.
Hey guys, it's Nyra. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, what's up? Today, we are reviewing 2019, okay? As you saw by the title, 2019 was ghetto, and we're gonna talk about it. Like, y'all let so much mediocrity fly. So much happened. We're gonna talk about Summer Walker. We're gonna talk about Shane Dawson and Jeffrey's collab. We're gonna talk about movies that were not good that y'all love. Endgame was not a good movie. I'm so sorry. It wasn't. It was mediocre, literally at best. We're gonna talk about this year. I'm gonna tell you my highs and my lows of everything from music to the beauty community. We're just gonna talk about everything. We're gonna review this year. And yeah, that's all the intro I have in me. So let's get into it. I usually wear so much jewelry in my videos that I don't have a necklace on, and it feels weird, but like, whatever. This year has been ghetto, good and bad, in a good way and in a bad way. Let's start at music. 2019 didn't really give us any brand new artists, but 2019 is when a lot of artists became recognized, got the recognition that they deserved. And when you think about how many artists like made it in 2019, this has been a lot. Like, this year has been long as hell. Like, 2019 has been 3 years in one. We've gotten more culture, more music, more movies, more memes in 2019 than we did in like 2016 through 2018 combined. That's a fact. In the same year that Billie Eilish became a thing, so did Megan Thee Stallion and Lizzo. That doesn't even sound right. So in terms of like pop music, to me, the only like pop artist that really got like a kick this year, a kickstart in their career, or like a boost, a jump, whatever you want to call it, is Billie. And that says a lot, because that means that if there, let me swallow my gum because I know I'm making somebody mad. That says a lot, because if there is another pop artist that like got big in 2019, I literally cannot recall, because Billie was so big. In the same year that Billie Eilish became a thing, so did Megan Thee Stallion. Like, there's a disconnect. And what's crazy is that the audiences, the consumers, the streamers, it's not a big difference in age and demographic or, you know, whatever, between the two people that listen to those two artists, which says a lot about how versatile, it doesn't matter, it's the same damn word, how versatile millennials and Gen Z is. Anywho, I digress. So, oh wait, no, okay, this was a big argument too. So I say pop music, and then I don't include Lizzo, but I say that Lizzo got big this year. But what is Lizzo? Is she a soul artist? Is she a pop artist? I heard some people call Lizzo a female rapper. I don't have anything against Lizzo, but like, no, because no, Lizzo's just not a rapper. Being able to rhyme does not make you a rapper. Okay, so we have artists that got big, like Lizzo and like Lizzo and Megan and DaBaby. He literally, out of nowhere, all of a sudden is like everyone's favorite rapper. I ain't got nothing against it. In fact, I'm here for it. He's standable. But it's interesting to me that has happened, like that wave of, let's call them unapologetic artists, have become a thing in 2019, but so have the introverted R&B alternative artists like Summer Walker. Miss Summer Walker, she was obviously an artist before 2019, but Miss Summer Walker really really became someone to stand in 2019 because her album does not have one bad song. Even if you do not like any songs on her album, even if you don't want to listen to every song on her album every day, you don't put them all in your playlist, or they're not all your favorites, you cannot say that album had one bad song. I don't think Summer Walker can make a bad song. Like, I have yet to hear a song from Summer and been like, I don't really like it, or been like, oh, it's a bad song. You know, even if it's not my taste, even if it's not my favorite of her songs, like, the hoe can't make a bad song. That's a fact. The best people that we got to come into mainstream music in 2019, Summer Walker and Billie and Miss Tina Snow. Transitioning from music to movies, you don't realize how long of a year 2019 actually has been until you think about all the movies that came out this year. How long can a year feel? Like, there have been so many movies released and so many bad movies. Let's talk about it. I want to start with what I think was the most overhyped movie of this year. Endgame was not that great of a movie. I'm going to get dragged. Like, for real, I'm going to get dragged from here to Black Twitter for this, and I know, and I'm aware, and I don't care. Endgame was not that good of a movie, and had it not had the scene where like all the superheroes in the universe come together, nobody would have cared about it. This is not a shallow or uneducated statement, because I do, for the most part, actually no, not even for the most part, like, I follow the okay, so I was gonna say that I do follow the MCU, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I honestly follow the DC Cinematic Universe a lot more than I do Marvel, but I do still follow, okay? Let's be clear on that. And had it not had like all the people in the cinematic universe come together, nobody would have given a heck about the movie. The actual plot of the movie was mediocre, but y'all let almost middle-aged white men dressed in superhero outfits be mediocre. Like, y'all let that happen, so I'm not surprised. The actual movie was mediocre, and the fact that y'all are allowing it to pass as a great movie is ghetto. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. I didn't write the movie. Don't be mad at me. I'm gonna get dragged for that, to the point where I'm gonna consider not putting this in the video, because people that like Marvel fans are stans. Y'all are all like, y'all are like worse than Taylor Swift stans. So I'm going to regret this, but I said what I said. So that wins the most overrated movie of 2019 to me. Like, can we remember that this video is opinionated? Let's not argue about my opinion, unless you really want to, in which case I'll probably respond to your comment. Anywho, I think the most slept on movie of 2019 was Midsommar. If you don't know what Midsommar is, it's about, I'm not gonna spoil it, because if you haven't seen the movie, it is that good. Like, it's so good to the point where I'm not willing to sit here and spoil it, like, in this video. It's not gonna happen in this lifetime. You have to go watch it. But it's basically a cult movie. It's a movie about a cult, but it's very weird, but in a great way. Midsommar gave us the content that we deserved, and y'all completely ignored it. I'm disappointed to be a part of this generation. And I have not seen anything this year or in previous years, like in previous recent years, to be honest with you, that even compares to this movie. There's nothing comparable. There's nothing like it. I'm not a very harsh movie critic, because my younger sister and I joke about this a lot. I'm always like, I'm just happy to go to the movies. Like, I'm just happy that I got out of the house. So I'm not a very harsh critic, but it was a great movie. Easily the most slept on movie of 2019. And like, there were so many movies came out this year that it was like Warner Brothers, Lionsgate. Who produces like big movies? Warner Brothers, Lionsgate, Disney. Like, it seemed like people were like, it was like a damn job fair. You come and you take a script, and Disney, Lionsgate, or whoever will just produce your movie. It's like, there were the only reason it's a bad thing that so many movies came out is because they were not good, but they were rapid fire. It was like, there was always something new in the movie theaters, and it was always mediocre or just bad. Which is my segue into Us. Us was not mediocre. Us was easily one of the best movies to come, not even this year, this decade, okay? And it's hard to do that at the very end of a decade. Us was one of the best. It was just so intricate. The nerve, the brain, Jordan Peele's mind is just, mwah, chef's kiss. It's beautiful. There's nothing like it, which is important because when movies are coming out rapid fire and they're all trash, it's important that at least one hits. And this is only his second movie? Yeah, this is only his second movie. And it's like, it's only up from here because Get Out was so good and he outdid Get Out with Us. It's like, it's only up from here. How exciting for us. How exciting. What a time to be Black. What a time to be alive. The amount of thought in every single detail of a Jordan Peele movie is terrifying. Like, if I was dividing 200 by 2, I would need a calculator. And there are people whose brains work like that. That's scary. That's not even fair. We're not even on the same playing field. That doesn't make sense. Did you expect me to get on here and say my favorite movie of 2019 was Endgame? Like, ew, the mediocrity. I'm sorry, but no. You can lie to me, but don't lie to yourself. That movie was mediocre. Most mediocre movie of the year was Endgame, and I'm not, like, sorry. Like, what am I supposed to say about it? Let's talk about a few movements or like culture shifts. That's what we'll call them. It's like culture shifts that happened in 2019. Ownership has like the importance, because ownership has always been important, but like it's always been a thing, but the importance of ownership, especially in the Black community, really became a thing this year. And how beautiful is that? Ownership has really become emphasized. It's like if you're going to be creating something, if you're going to be producing something, if you're going to be putting your name on something, you want the ownership of it. When you have ownership, you have creative control. When you have ownership, you get more money. Like, if we're being honest, anything creative is more lucrative when you directly have ownership over it. And a lot of people of color were in take what we can get positions. Oh, I'm going to give this network the rights to my creative idea because I don't have the money, or I don't want to, find the resources, and these people can help me. And it's like, we finally understand the importance of, I'm not just putting my face on this, I need to have the control over it. Took us long enough because look at people like Jerry Seinfeld. Like, this is not a secret. This isn't, or I guess the problem has never been whether it was a secret or not, but more so accessibility, more like even being given the chance, even being able to get your foot in the door. People of color finally can do that. And oh my God, it's beautiful. But also, is it not so annoying that celebrities are now trying to come on YouTube? Like, YouTube was supposed to be a place for normal people. Not to say that celebrities aren't normal people, but like, y'all are millionaires. Somebody like Kim Kardashian, somebody like Lady Gaga, like, these are people that are making YouTube channels and making YouTube videos and collabing with beauty gurus. Like, I am 100% here for not putting somebody in a box, but it kind of feels like that YouTube is where the money is, and so that's where people want to be. But I say that, but I'm sure if I was in their situation, I would do the same thing. So it's easy to speak from an outside looking in. But yeah, this year we learned how important ownership was, especially amongst people of color. This year, now celebrities are taking a page from influencers' book, and that is just so weird to me. It will forever be weird. I just have to shut up about it because I can talk about it for hours. Also, I know I'm off music. Like, I started this video with music, and so like I'm late, but SZA literally didn't drop an album this year. I'm pissed. What is she doing? Moving on. So let's finish this off. Let's top this off with the beauty community. The beauty community here on YouTube. I don't even have to say what the two biggest like influencer collabs were this year. Y'all already know. Miss Jackie. Her collab with Anastasia Beverly Hill Wow, was it beautiful? We'll circle back around to that. We'll circle back around to that because I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking it too. I know, sis. It's no secret. Of course, the biggest drop of this year in terms of influencer collabs in the beauty community, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star. So let's start at Jackie. I want to start here. I stan Miss Jackie, and a lot of other people do. She is, and not just in terms of representation. Like, I stan her outside of what she represents for people like that look like us in the beauty community. Outside of that, she's just funny, and she's good at makeup, and she knows what she's doing, and she's entertaining, and she's a good influencer. Like, she's just good at what she does. And then on top of that, she represents what she does for Black girls in the beauty community. She's so big on representation. It's so important. Usually when we look at the biggest beauty gurus and you talk about people of color, Jackie's the first name to come out of anybody's mouth. And she's earned that right. But Miss Jackie's palette comes out, and it seemed like a really, really, really big deal to girls that look like me. You follow what I'm saying? Why is it that when Jaclyn Hill releases a palette, people of all colors and shapes and sizes are supporting and rushing to the internet to have their review up first? But when somebody that looks like Jackie reviews a palette, a lot of people are quiet. A lot of people who usually are running to the internet to have their review up first. Very interesting. We're only allowed to be supported so much. It's like once we get a little bit too much support, it's like, okay, we need to bring her back down. You know what I mean? And I do feel like that's what happened with the Jackie palette, because it was beautiful. It was like, not okay. Whether you like the palette or not, whether you like the colors, whether you think it works for your skin tone, whether you didn't get it because Jackie collabed or whatever, regardless of what you think, it was an ABH palette. Anastasia Beverly Hill is like #1 for palettes. So that, the weight that holds alone, and then the fact that like all the influencers didn't go crazy to post and review and support Jackie's palette publicly, really, really, really left a bad taste in my mouth. But this is it's like disappointed but not surprised, because Black women are done like this in every arena. I am a fan of Shane and Jeffree. I understand they are problematic, but you have problematic faves too, okay? I talked about it in a previous video, but the video is privated. I'm gonna make it public again, and I'm gonna make it public, and I'll have a link down below, because like the conversation needs to be had. But yes, I know that they got away with murder, but I do have my own legitimate reasons for supporting them. Okay, drag me if you want. You're gonna drag me anyway. I know. My thing here is that, like, when you look at the two people that literally broke 5 different, it was something crazy like that. And I know this because I was on 3 different websites myself trying to get the palette, or trying to get both palettes from the collection, and I ended up getting nothing. And I was like on hold on the websites, on queue for 2 to 3 hours. Like, hot mess, crazy. Broke down like 5 separate websites. So like, look at the 2 white males that did that, and then look at the Black woman who had a palette with Anastasia Beverly Hill. Like, and I understand that we saw the process. Like, we saw the process, and we were emotionally attached and invested in Jeffree and Shane's launch and all that stuff. I get that. But like, still, like, think about somebody like Jaclyn Hill. Like, are you dumb? Like, if you're gonna sit here and say that like Jackie, being a Black woman who speaks out about Black woman issues, doesn't have anything to do with the, I'm not gonna say lack of support, because like her people supported it, you know what I mean? But the lack of unified beauty community support, like, if you're gonna say her being a Black woman has nothing to do with it, you're dumb. Shane and Jeffree literally made e-commerce history. The amount of money that we saw Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star make was before our eyes. Like, that's crazy. But it was really interesting to see that people were not like previously we've seen people almost be upset at influencers for like making money, like taking brand deals and collabing and getting paid to do certain things. It was so refreshing to see people be happy for the people that they support, because it's like, isn't that why we support them? Like, even if these people aren't taking brand deals, aren't doing collabs, aren't doing other things that make them money, like, y'all do know that when you click on their video and watch those ads, they're getting paid anyway. Like, I don't know, it was just very refreshing to see supporters actually be supportive. Like you actually want to see the people that you support and the people that you watch and the people whose products you're buying actually make money off of it and reap what they've been sowing. And so that was really beautiful. Also, I think a part of the reason that I love Shane Dawson is because I'm a Cancer and he's a Cancer, and I just always have a thing for Cancer. I could literally talk about this for another 3 hours. So we're gonna stop here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram. I gotta go. I have to stop talking. My throat is dry.
I know you wanna, girl, I know you wanna. I know you want to, girl. Ride the pipe like a bike, oh. Do the things you know I like, oh. I'm the man.